If a game can own your first hour, it'll own your next 100. Today we're diving into 10 massive single-player worlds that grab you fast, with systems that click, stories that bite, and loops so tight you'll look up and wonder where the night went. From brutal survival to tactical chess matches, open-ended heists to calendar-driven mysteries, these are the games that don't just start strong, they don't let go. Wasteland 3. Cold opens don't get harsher than being ambushed in a frozen Colorado and forced to bargain with a ruthless patriarch. Then the game hands you the keys to a fully custom squad and says every decision will echo across the wasteland. Squad-based, turn-based combat feels punchy from the jump. Cover, Overwatch, AP economy, environmental hazards, and targeted shots let early encounters sing with tactical possibility. Your Kodiak vehicle arrives fast, doubling as transport, mobile stash, and a battlefield turret that turns tough scraps in your favor. The factions you meet immediately test your ethics, and the dialogue checks and skill gates make first-hour choices feel consequential instead of cosmetic. Whether you lean into explosives, energy weapons, or talk your way into and out of trouble, the reactivity is immediate and obvious. Play solo or drop into full co-op, but either way, that first hour locks you into a brutal, funny, branching odyssey. Kenshi. Kenshi starts by shoving you into a hostile open world where you're nobody, and that is its hook. There's no level scaling, no scripted savior arc, just a harsh sandbox where skills rise only by doing. So the first hour is a scramble of running, sneaking, scavenging, and surviving. A stray patrol can shatter your plans. Wounds disable limbs, and you'll limp, bleed, and patch yourself together while plotting smarter routes and training methods. Very quickly, the freedom gets intoxicating. Recruit drifters, build a desert outpost, become a thief hunter, a caravan trader, or a warlord sieging towns. The world-state system reacts to who lives and dies, with power vacuums reshaping regions in ways you can feel early. Acid rain, poor soil, brutal factions, every system pushes you to adapt. The moment you realize setbacks are progress and prosthetic limbs are upgrades, the one more run compulsion takes over. No Kuni II, Revenant. It opens with a coup and a crownless boy king, then sweeps you into a breezy, real-time combat that's immediately satisfying. Fast dodges, skill bursts, ranged options, and little elemental higgledy-piggledies that buff, heal, and unleash specials at your command. The pace is smooth, no random encounter drag, and the world invites rapid exploration with quick travel points unlocking as you go. Within the first hour or so, systems start layering in without feeling heavy. A tactics tweaker to nudge elemental resistances and rewards, army-on-army skirmishes for rock-paper-scissors battles, and the promise of building your own kingdom piece by piece. It's a welcoming loop that rewards curiosity and momentum, trading grind for flow. The tonal blend, fairy tale optimism framed by political upheaval, keeps quests brisk and emotionally readable. It's the rare RPG that makes experimentation feel safe and powerful early, so it's easy to fall into a rhythm of fights, upgrades, and forward motion.
Yakuza 5. The opening hour throws you into Kazuma Kiryu's double life. Humble taxi driver by day, legend of Kamurocho by reputation, with a slow burn setup that ignites fast once fists fly. Street brawls are immediate spectacle. Heavy hits, crowd-pleasing heat actions, and environmental smackdowns that make even random encounters feel like mini set pieces. The city sandbox pulls you sideways with irresistible distractions. Arcades, ramen joints, karaoke, taxi drift races, each a bite-sized story that paints a loving portrait of Japan's urban nightlife. What seals the hook is the sprawling, multi-protagonist structure teased early. You realize this isn't one man's tale, but a tapestry of intersecting lives, each with its own style and stakes. The melodrama lands without irony, and the tone whiplash, tearful reunions one scene, absurd side quest the next, creates an addictive rhythm. By the end of the first hour, you're not passing through the city, you're living in it, one wild detour at a time. The Long Dark. Within minutes, cold bites your clothes, wind scours visibility, and the rulebook writes itself. Heat, water, shelter, light. Now. That first hour is pure survival calculus, a symphony of small, terrifying decisions. Spend matches on a fire or save them for night. Risk a wolf encounter to reach a barn, boil unsafe water, or gamble on thirst. Every system is legible at a glance, calories, fatigue, hypothermia risk, yet punishing enough that every mistake becomes a story. The soundscape heightens the tension. A groan of ice, distant crows circling a carcass, a blizzard building into a white wall that erases landmarks. There's no quest marker safety net, only hard lessons and learned routes, turning desperation into mastery. When you warm your hands over a flickering fire and watch the heat meter creep up while venison sizzles, the relief hits like a drug. The hook isn't spectacle, it's survival earned one careful choice at a time. Outward. The first hour makes a simple promise. No chosen one, no autosaves to bail you out, only skill, planning, and consequences. Combat is weighty and deliberate, where stamina is a resource as precious as health, and even Hyena can humble you without the right prep. The magic system demands intention. Set rune combinations, lay down traps, prime a lantern for ethereal spells. Experimentation pays off immediately. The survival layer isn't garnish. Food, sleep, weather, and gear maintenance shape every expedition, making a packed backpack feel like victory before you even leave town. Failures don't end the run, they branch it, with defeat scenarios that carry you to bandit camps or strange rescues, building a personal story. The world nudges you to co-op or solo resourcefulness, and that first trek beyond the walls, map in hand and no icon trail, captures a rare feeling, genuine adventure where preparation is power. Fallout New Vegas. The hook is agency, and it lands early. A bullet to the head, a second chance, and a Mojave that's immediately yours to define. Within the first hour, you're choosing perks that shape playstyle, sneak crit build, speech first fixer, or gunslinger, and the world reacts fast through skill checks, branching dialogue, and faction goodwill. Goodsprings isn't just a tutorial, it's a microcosm of the entire game's ethos, where one powder ganger or settler choice ripples into future allegiances. Exploration pays out constantly. Terry-rigged weapons, magazines that tip checks in your favor, companions with strong opinions, and side paths that reward curiosity over brute force. The tone blends dark humor with moral ambiguity. There are no neat heroes, just competing visions of order and freedom. By the time the setting sun throws long shadows across the highway, the question isn't whether to follow the main quest, it's which Mojave to help create, and at what cost.
Persona 3 Reload. The first hour hits like a lucid dream. A midnight world freezes the city, coffins line the streets, and a dorm of strangers hands you a pistol-shaped evoker to tear a persona from your psyche. Combat is instantly readable and stylish. Exploiting weaknesses chains into one more turns and a team-swapping shift that keeps momentum crackling, while all-out attacks end fights with swagger. Tartarus opens as an endless living tower, now faster to traverse, clearer to read, and more inviting to explore without the old fatigue drag. Outside battle, a vibrant school day rhythm kicks in. Quizzes, clubs, and bonding that translates directly into stronger personas and combat perks, so every choice feels doubly meaningful. The audiovisual overhaul and quality of life touches lock in the flow. You're not just learning systems, you're sliding into a calendar you want to optimize, a mystery you want to unravel, and a team you want to fight for. Divinity Original Sin 2. The hook arrives before the tutorial ends. Choice explodes in every direction. Character creation alone is a rabbit hole. Origins with personal storylines, bespoke tags that unlock unique dialogue, and a classless system that lets you mash warfare with polymorph or summoning with pyro for wild synergies. Turn-based combat is a sandbox of surfaces and status. Electrify blood, freeze water, chain teleport enemies into oil, then ignite it all while juggling physical and magic armor thresholds. The first hour on the prison island teaches the thesis: talk to everyone, read everything, think laterally, and rewards it with secret passages, alternate quest solutions, and fights you can cheese with positioning or diplomacy. Even failure branches interestingly thanks to resurrection and stealth shenanigans. Co-op or solo, the density of systems begs experimentation, and the writing sells stakes with sharp humor and consequence. One encounter in, and you're already theory crafting your next build and your next smarter route. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. It starts with a hospital escape that feels like playable cinema, limping through fire and gunfire, then hands you an open Afghan sandbox where every infiltration is a bespoke heist. The first hour after the prologue sells the fantasy. Scout with binoculars, tag patrol routes, choose a loadout, approach at dusk or dawn, then improvise when it all goes loud. Movement and gunplay are buttery. Gadgets like the Fulton balloon turn extractions into punchlines and strategy, while base building plants long-term hooks for upgrades and recruits. The systems talk elegantly. Suppressors burn out, weather rolls in, enemies adapt to your habits, and intel changes how you plan. Objectives are modular, encouraging perfect stealth replays or glorious chaos, and the tape-fed story drip keeps context coming without slowing momentum. That first clean exfil under a rising sun, helicopter roaring, bagged intel in hand, that's the moment you realize the loop is dangerously Moorish and endlessly replayable. That's the list. 10 giants that hook hard and reward every hour after with new systems, sharper stakes, and better stories. Whether you're min-maxing builds, plotting the perfect infiltration, or simply trying to make it through another freezing night, each pick delivers that rare feeling, momentum you can feel, and choices that matter. Add a couple to your backlog, clear an evening, and let the first hour do the rest.